Hello everyone, wishing you a wonderful day and always full of inspiration as you care for your favorite potted plants. In today's video, we'll start with about 50 grams of fresh onion. After washing, cut the onion into small pieces and put them in a clean plastic cup. Onions are rich in sulfur, natural enzymes, and antibacterial compounds that can stimulate cell division at the base of the cutting. In addition, onions help limit the growth of bacteria and fungi in the cutting environment, thereby reducing the risk of root rot and helping the cutting stay fresh longer. Next, pour about 500 milliliters of warm water into the cup, stir the mixture well, and let it sit for about 30 minutes. Using warm water will help the active ingredients in the onion to be released faster and dissolve better into the solution. Today, I will share with you an extremely simple method of propagating rose cuttings, but with surprisingly effective results using familiar ingredients. These are all ingredients containing many natural nutrients that can help stimulate root growth, increase the cutting's resistance, and help the plant quickly sprout healthy green shoots. If done correctly and with consistent moisture, after about 10 days, you will see the rose cuttings begin to form many succulent white roots around the base and develop vibrant new shoots. While waiting for the onion mixture to take effect, prepare a healthy rose stem of moderate age. Stems that are too young tend to contain too much water and are prone to rooting, while those that are too old are difficult to root. Therefore, choose a stem that is slightly brownish-green and moderately firm. Then, use sharp scissors to remove all leaves and thorns, and also remove any damaged or withered petals. This step helps to reduce water loss, preventing the stem from losing strength before root formation. Next, trim the stem to about 20 centimeters in length so the plant can concentrate nutrients on the base more effectively. At the base of the stem, use a sharp knife to lightly trim some of the outer bark. This exposes the tender tissue inside, creating conditions for new roots to form faster and stronger. Once the onion solution has soaked for the required time, add 1 teaspoon of coffee powder to the cup and stir well. Coffee not only contains many trace minerals, but also has a natural nitrogen content that supports the recovery of plant tissue. The aroma of coffee also helps deter some small insects that harm cuttings. After stirring well, gently soak the rose cuttings in the onion and coffee solution for about 30 minutes. This is a very important stage because the base of the cutting will absorb natural nutrients that stimulate callus formation and promote root development later. After soaking for the required time, remove the rose cuttings from the mixture. Then, use a sieve or clean cloth to filter out all the residue, keeping only the clear solution. Next, add 1 teaspoon of glucose to the solution and stir until completely dissolved. Glucose acts as a quick energy source to nourish plant cells, helping the cuttings maintain vitality during the period before complete root formation. Next, dilute the mixture with about half a litre of clean water to create a solution of suitable concentration. Avoiding a solution that is too concentrated and could overheat the base of the cutting. Then, prepare a clean plastic cup and fill it with treated river sand. Then, slowly pour the prepared solution into the cup of sand, just enough to ensure the sand reaches a stable moisture level. Do not add too much water, as overly wet sand will cause the base of the cutting to rot. River sand is a very suitable substrate for cuttings because it is highly aerated, drains well, and limits the growth of fungal diseases. However, before use, you should wash the sand thoroughly several times to remove any remaining dust and impurities. Now, gently insert the rose cutting into the center of the cup of sand, ensuring the base is fully submerged and stable. After securing the cutting, use a plastic bag or a clear plastic cup to cover the entire cutting and the cutting. Creating a sealed environment will help maintain stable humidity around the cuttings. Limiting water loss and creating favorable conditions for new root development. Place the cutting cups in a cool, well-ventilated area, away from direct sunlight and strong winds. Excessive heat or dry winds will cause the cuttings to lose water quickly and reduce their ability to root. After about 10 days of proper care, you will begin to see very noticeable changes in the rose cutting. Fresh, vibrant green shoots will also sprout on the stem. At the same time, many healthy, plump, white roots will appear from the base. This is a sign that the cutting has adapted well to the new environment and is beginning to develop steadily. Once the root system is relatively complete, you can replant the cutting in a well-draining pot. Using coconut fiber as a substrate to retain moisture and help the roots grow stronger. Roses have long been considered the queen of flowers because of their elegant beauty, captivating fragrance, and ability to brighten up a small garden. However, successfully propagating a healthy rose cutting isn't always easy, especially for beginners. Many cuttings often dry out at the base, rot, or are slow to root, causing great regret for growers. Hopefully, the method of propagating rose cuttings using onions, coffee, and glucose that I just shared will help you easily propagate healthy and beautiful rose cuttings at home without using too many rooting chemicals. With just familiar ingredients from your kitchen, you can create a nutrient-rich environment that helps the cutting recover quickly, reduces fungal diseases, and stimulates strong root growth. The most important thing when propagating roses from cuttings is patience, gentle care, and maintaining consistent moisture every day. We wish you success and hope you soon have healthy rose bushes with abundant buds and vibrant blooms year-round. If you enjoy these simple yet effective natural rose care tips, don't forget to keep following us to discover more interesting methods.